Mass Movie Mavens here. It's Chris Palermo alongside Chuck Slavin. Chuck, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Cheers.
Here we are, Revere, on location, the Mass Movie Mavens, talking movies. We're giving you the info that you need to know. Of course, we're down here at Revere Cinema. If you'd like to have the Mass Movie Mavens on location with you, Mass Movie Mavens at gmail.com. Chuck, we've got a lot of movies happening. There's some movies, well, that are running now that people are shooting all out in this lovely state. What's coming up?
That's right. Right now we have 3 movies filming in and around Boston. We have The Fighter with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. We have Furry Vengeance up in the Topsfield area, which is filming with Brendan Fraser. And we also have the just started Zookeeper, Kevin James. Grown Ups is finishing up. Kevin's bouncing off of Grown Ups. He's coming over to do Zookeeper with the animals at Franklin Park Zoo.
Yeah, and they built they donated the set. They built the set within the set down there, and they donated that to the zoo. How cool is that?
That's very cool. Yeah. And it's very good for that zoo because we've read about that in the paper. So we don't want to see any of those animals go away.
Some people might want to see us animals go away. So what's coming? The town?
There's a bunch. Yeah. Let's give some of these coming soon titles.
All right.
We have The Town. Ben Affleck's going to direct his rough and rugged version of Charlestown hoodlums, and they're going to go around and rob some banks.
Do you think there'll be some swearing in that?
Maybe a couple of swears. I don't know.
I think I could do that.
We'll see. We'll see which words they use.
Governess?
The governess, back on the table. J-Lo is back. She's ready to go, it looks like, with her film The Governess, which is about a thief who decides to infiltrate a family and basically works as a nanny, and then she starts to fall in love with the family, and then she has to choose. Does she want to rob them or love them?
Now, you're kind of scaring me there, but I like that. That's why we love you. Why this governess was supposed to come last September, right? So why was it held up? Why is it back now?
Want to know what I've heard?
Oh, we do.
I heard there was a lot of script rewrites.
Yeah,
so
a real lot.
It must have been a lot. It must have taken some time.
I bet it was money. It always comes down to money.
Then we also have a few other movies that are in the pipeline.
What?
I don't know if anyone's heard of. We have Wichita, which we touched on last week, which is going to be with Tom Cruise.
Let's touch some more.
Let's touch a little more on that one.
It's going to be the biggest budgeted film in town, right?
Yes, there's 2 rumors going around right now. One rumor is that they're going to film for 6 weeks, and then they're going to take off to other locations such as Puerto Rico.
Can we go on that?
I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. Maybe Tom will take it. We'll see.
Yeah, is that right? Well, that's a different segment. There are websites for that stuff.
So that one's going to come. It's going to be about a woman and a man who go on a blind date. And there are cops and there's espionage and some other stuff.
A comedy?
I believe it is a comedy from what I've heard. So we'll see. But it's still, there's a lot of secret to Wichita, which is also known as the James Mangold Project, for those of you keeping score.
Okay. Now, Black Mass. What's the deal? Black Mass, in and out. Where's the stand now?
Black Mass, they should be getting ready to set up their production offices in Mass. We'll see what happens, maybe another couple weeks. And we'll see who they cast in it. Hopefully they'll cast some young and local up-and-comers from Boston, but you never know.
Well, that leaves us, we're not quite young. We are local, we're not exactly up-and-comers. All right, cool. What else is happening?
Another bullshit night in Suck City.
I beg your pardon?
Another bullshit night in Suck City. That one is with Casey Affleck and Robert De Niro.
Okay. Really?
That one should be coming very soon. You're going to start hearing about it. It's about homeless shelters. Casey finds his father at a homeless shelter and does some work there, and he's talking to him, but his dad's kind of down and out. So,
is that by any chance De Niro's production company, Tribeca Films? Do you know? Because he tends to back a lot of these things, you know?
I don't.
Okay, so maybe let's find out.
We'll find out. We'll get right on that for you.
Yeah. That was kind of festive how we both said that together. We'll find out.
That's right.
Okay, what else you got?
There's a couple movies going to Connecticut, actually. Connecticut's taking a couple of the movies. There's one called Days to Daytona, about a race car driver down and out.
I did hear about that.
There's also admissions about college and some family stuff. And then there's a couple more, but you know what? We're going to save that for next week when we're going to have more info and more details for the people at home watching us on the web or watching us anywhere on the planet.
Okay, and one last thing, just let's talk about those pilots. I know you mentioned it briefly. Any of those pilots getting picked up? I know Donnie Wahlberg pretty much thinks his pilot, Bunker Hill, may get picked up. What's the status? What do we hear on that?
Possibly. I've heard that they did like a lot of Bunker Hill. They reshot some scenes out in LA.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we're happy about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Why wouldn't they want a piece of this right here?
And then House Rules, of course, is a optional mid-season pickup.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens mid-season.
All
We
right.
should be finding out pretty soon. And then Empire State, not too sure what's going on with that, but once again, that's another one we'll have to get back to you on.
All right, beautiful. I'm Chris Palermo. He's Chuck Slavin. We are the Mass Movie Mavens.
Thanks, Jamie.